Hi guys. There is this verse that I love the most, and I felt like sharing it. It is one of my favorite verses. It is a verse that gives encouragement. It is a verse that builds my trust in God. And this verse is Romans chapter 8, verse 28, and it says that, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him and who have been called according to his purpose. Um, I think the main aim of this purpose is to just encourage believers to trust in God despite the challenges and difficulties. It is reminding us that God is working everything together for the ultimate good. Whether the situation is hard, this part, it's divided to two parts mainly. The first part is that we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. This part gives us an assurance that God is actively involved in our lives, even in the situations that is hard for us, even in our sufferings, the times that we are totally confused, we do not know what is awaiting for us. The times that we face a lot of uncertainties, God is fighting for us behind the scenes. It assures that someone is fighting for us behind the scenes that we're going through. And when it says that all things, it means everything. Everything, whether good or bad, God uses every situation for his purpose, to accomplish his purpose. So it's an encouragement for us that hold on, keep moving. God is with you. God is working behind the scenes. Whether you're happy about life, whether you're facing a challenge, there is something that will come out of it, and it is good. It is an assurance that God is giving us. And the second part that says that who have been called according to his purpose, it refers to those who believe in Christ, the followers of Christ. And it means that these are the people who align, who works in alignment with God's will. And when it mentioned that according to his purpose, purpose refers to the plan of God. It may involve our faith, our witness of Christ, and even fulfilling a specific task that God has given to us. So, working working with Christ or following Christ and staying in track gives us an assurance that God's presence is with us. And from this verse, I always pick that God is sovereign. Like God's sovereignty is reflected in this verse, where it is emphasizing the control that God has over our lives. It also reflects the goodness of God. Whether in bad situations, whether in good things that we face, God will always remain good to us. It encourages us to trust in God and to put our hope in Him because of His ultimate plan for that will come out good for us, even when we face challenges. It also encourages us to live a purposeful life, where it reminds us to live according to His will. Remember that it's not only that, the verse does not only say that, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. It doesn't end there. It is so specific that who have been called according to his purpose. So the thing is, who aligns, who works in alignment to God's will. As in, we do not just have to stay there and say that God will work for the good of those who love him. Yes, we love the Lord, but are we working on his will, according to his will? Are we on the track? Are we following Christ? Or we are just interested with the worldly things and say that God will work for the good of those who love him? Not really, it doesn't work like that. It is us following Christ, us trusting in him, and all things shall work for the good of us because we love Christ and we work in according to his will. So it encourages us to focus in following Christ. And it also gives us an assurance that God is with us in whatever the situation that we face. God is with us. So trust in God and you will see the things that God is going to do for us. Stay blessed.